Coming up on Art House today, a group exhibition. Then we enjoy the works of art you sent in this week. We have that and more on the program. A warm welcome to the show, the first one for the month of July. So happy new month. I'm Melinda Akinlami. Let's take our spoken word this week and we'll be right back with details.
Our spoken word is called Virus, written by Abdulaziz Abdulahmed. So sad, it all started from my head. A discombobulated echo of love, depriving me of rest. It suffocates me, and I cannot catch my breath. It drowns me to the sea's fullest depth. What could this deadly virus be? Jailing my heart in a cage of panic. How on earth can I describe it? A feeling so obsessive, a feeling so tragic. In my world of emotions, this feeling has become absolutely pandemic. What a virus of feelings with irresistible magic. Oh, the virus of feelings, the virus of emotions, the virus that causes pain and tears. The virus of dangerous passions. It turns me dumb, depriving me of love's expression. It turns me blind, obstructing my love's vision. Why so soon for this sudden confession? Is it infatuation, lust, or obsession? No, it's the virus that has gotten me in apprehension, casting a spell on me without chanting any incantation.
That spoken word is just a slice of how creative the Nigerian mind is. And we see more in this exhibition.
The J Art movement has gone with 2019 calendar, but it's a fiesta that has left a sweet taste in the mouth of those who were part of it in Awka, the Anambra State capital. As young artists mark the progressive development in art and culture through a beehive of activities at the Nellen Studios. Some of them use their art to comment on social issues, while others express life experiences. For instance, artist Ugochukwu Dike looks at the evolution of dance in this series, capturing dance moves from the historic to contemporary era.
I see art as an agency of social commentary. I see art as, a medium to communicate, just like the press does too. We communicate things around our environment. So what I do as an artist is to use my skill with mediums which I'm comfortable with, as I'm most comfortable with textile, to tell stories around me. And that's, to me, that's what art is really all about: communicating and capturing events and things happening around you.
A performance of the dance evolution ignites excitement as a professional thrills the crowd by bringing the paintings to life. While an inspired viewer barely scratches the surface. Then to more works of art that reveal culture, lifestyle, hopes and aspirations. Christopher here, a visual artist, uses natural materials like charcoal, acrylic paint and thread to paint. His art takes a personal approach.
This work is born from wounds. basically, because a while ago I had a very, very terrible acne outbreak on my face. So it really gave me some scars, and that is what you see here. When you look at the works, you see the scars that I got from the outbreak. So during that time, people were telling me different kinds of derogatory things, and they were like, "What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Are you sure this is not from something you did or something like that?" So the thing gave me the inspiration to actually put this whole negative energy that people were shooting at me, to put it on canvas and create this particular work. So what I just did basically is I sat down to think of how people have been wounded and scarred from many things that may not even seem necessary to the society as a whole.
His colleague, Don Isiago, tilts his work of art to the contemporary social and political challenges in the country.
This piece talks about the state of the country at the moment. It's like the people, if you look very closely now, they are in kind of a state of pain. They're in pain because the government have used their taxes as their offering. These people here now, they're trying to remove the blindfolds that the government has placed on them, therefore hindering them from seeing what is really actually going on in the country. But as you can see here now, this man has white beards. It signifies that the country is old enough to make their decision, but the government has taken the decision upon themselves, and by making decision all by themselves, not giving the people the chance to make their decision.
Even iconic figures are fused into the artistic thought process to tell the African story.
The first part of this work is actually showing a lady looking into the mirror, but what she's seeing in the mirror is actually that glory of old age. She and her child and grandchild. Then this second part now is now showing another reality that is not so common. Because you see here an icon, a female achiever too, that is an independent woman. But not every girl, I believe, from one encounter with them, can touch into that idea that it's possible. So my doing this work was actually also trying to say that it is possible because she is possible.
The variety offered here is an exciting experience for art lovers.
As soon as I entered, I felt so different. This place was amazing. I couldn't believe that these young men and lady could come out with such a wonderful creation.
For the curator, Ms. Chinelo Enemo, the target is to create valuable works of art that encourage the people to expand their minds towards accepting art as life, not just pieces to hang on the wall.
One thing with visual art is it's all about what you're trying to tell. Because anybody really now these days can draw. But what are you trying to tell? What's the story behind it? And what's the brand behind it as well? The more people connect to that brand, the more valuable your works are. So it's not even, you can see someone who draws a scribble, but because he's a brand, can sell in millions, and somebody who really does a surrealistic painting can't sell it. So it's about telling a story, it's about growing that brand, sort of a brand equity sort of movement. And also, this also gives us a chance because of what art does. Art is a mind, it expands the mind. So the more the society starts accepting art, the more our minds open and we don't accept empty promises.
There would have been talks about a fourth edition if not for COVID-19, but this just emphasizes that creativity is inborn and there is no stopping an ingenious mind.
In the images sent in this week, artists are talking about the issues happening in the world, from the coronavirus pandemic to the justice system, as well as women. All lives matter, and that's what they keep saying. And these are the works of art that made the cut for this week. Artists are exploring a potpourri of issues this week. Let's begin with Ace Jimbel's Colorless People, done with mixed media. Window of Hope is a pointillism work done by Yetonyo Ente. Then to this work done by Sunday Do called Pandemic. It's done with charcoal on paper. A short story of this year is how Toby has decided to capture this work, which he calls 2020, done with mixed media. Then this pencil and paint on paper work is done by Kingsley Opara. It's called Education. It says, we're not going to school, we try to study at home and follow online lessons. What do you see? That's what Edwards is asking his audience with this acrylic on canvas work. Then Faith Abandi is talking about how delicate women are, and she calls this one Delicate Flower. It's done with fabric collage. Wake up, same news. That's what Paul is lamenting about with his pencil and charcoal drawing. Then Ebe Etinosa has this ball pen on paperwork, who reminds everyone not to let their guard down. They should keep putting on their face mask. My Life is an oiled on canvas work done by Olajide Amuso. The artist said, our life is like pages of a book, and with each page, we begin a new chapter of life. And those are the works you sent in this week. We do encourage you to keep them coming. Let's take a moment now. When Art House returns, more works of art for you to feast your eyes on, so you won't want to miss that one in a moment. Stay with us.
Until the lions have their own historians, the history of the hunt will always glorify the hunter. The true storyteller should be a great guide, a clear mind who can walk a silver line.
Like we saw in the Works of Art segment, artists are emphasizing that people should not let down their guard because the world is still dealing with a pandemic, even though several issues are popping up during this time, which have inspired artists to create.
My name is Taro Oyemi. I'm a multi-dimensional upcycling visual artist. I am presently upcycling aluminium soda can as a medium for my explorations. My work basically are reflections of my concerns to human choices. We make choices on a daily basis, and the choices we made yesterday, they are the reflection and consequences of our today's realities. All these forms the basic of influences of inspiration for creating art for me. I am formally trained as an artist at the Academic Qualification. I major in sculpture. I have my first degree there. And secondly, I have a master degree in sculpture also at the University of Benin City.
When the eclipse of the sun came upon us, everything went down. The glass cup of water which I was already pushed to drink slipped off my hands and shattered. Human activities got shut down, and we could only behold our loved one who lived far and near at a distance. An air of despondency brewed all around us, but I found the will to never give up. I took my will to my home studio and made up my mind to rise above pandemic. I discovered new ideas and products. Adversity became my fuel and I rose above fears. To ensure the safety of our ecosystem through upcycling waste into art pieces and products of high quality, greater utility and aesthetic for economic empowerment. Originality and durability stands as our core value as we aim to become world paramount upcycling organization.
Next week on Art House, we celebrate two veterans who are multi-talented artists.
They have influenced a lot of Nigerians, and exhibitions by them in the country and outside the country have been received with joy.
And Demas Woko.
I was very aware of art and architecture and all that. Then as you encounter what gives you the training, you begin to practice them.
Younger artists can draw some inspiration from this pool of wealth on the next episode.
Your Art House experience doesn't have to end when the show's not on television. Interact with us on any of our social media platforms. See any edition of Art House on Channels TV's YouTube page. Send your works of art to Art House on Channels Television by joining the group on Facebook. We are everywhere.
If your piece didn't make the cut this week, don't despair. Just keep creating interesting images and videos. The one that capture topical issues always catch my eye anytime, any day. Then don't forget to put the relevant information. I keep emphasizing that. Put the relevant information beside that creation, like your name and not logo, the medium and the title of that work of art. I'm Melinda Akinlami, encouraging you to stay safe and stay creative.